Today we are going to look at Indian stick insects. We're going to take a look at how to keep these super cool bugs happy and healthy. And later on, we dive into the top 5 reasons why these make the best pets. To provide a good home for your Indian stick insects, you're going to need a cage, a bit similar to this one. This is perfect for Indian stick insects. It has lots of ventilation at the top to let air in and out of the cage. It's important to give them a cage big enough so that they can move around comfortably. A cage that is around 3 times the height of the average adult size Indian stick insects is recommended. As you can see here, we've got some privet in this cage and it's lined at the bottom with some kitchen roll. All you need to do is to give them a spray a couple of times a week and they will be absolutely fine and happy with that. Then you just need to remove old branches and give them some new ones. Now you have to be careful, especially when they're a lot smaller, that when you take out the old branches, that there aren't any stick insects on them. So do be extra careful. I have these privet branches in a very small saucer of water at the bottom of the cage, but this is covered in cling film so that the baby stick insects don't fall in and drown in the water. As they get bigger and reach adult size, I'll be able to remove the cling film because there's only a shallow amount of water in the bottom of the tank as it is. That's all you need. These stick insects will be perfectly happy in here, and I just need to make sure that it's the right temperature and the right humidity and make sure that they have access to water and fresh leaves. Now, these stick insects are quite happy at room temperature, anywhere between sort of 15 to 24 degrees Celsius. I'll put it up on the screen what that is in Fahrenheit. They also appreciate a light misting of water in their enclosure around twice a week or every other day. This is to help maintain the humidity in the cage. I have a thermometer and a hygrometer in here right now so that I can keep an eye on the temperature and the humidity to make sure that it's nice and comfortable for them. In terms of humidity, anywhere between 60 to 80% humidity is perfectly fine for these Indian stick insects. Now, these Indian stick insects, they're not particularly fussy. They will happily munch on bramble, ivy, or even privet hedge. These stick insects that I've got in this tank right here, they are happily eating away on some privet. Now, it's important that when you get your leaves or branches for your stick insects that you give them a wash beforehand, just to make sure they're nice and clean and don't have any other bugs or pesticides on them. Now, when handling stick insects, they are delicate creatures and they are prone to actually losing legs from time to time. Now, when handling them, it's important to let them come onto your hands rather than picking them up because they are very, very delicate. Now, unlike you and I, who grow all the time, stick insects grow by moulting. They will molt a few times throughout their life, which means that they shed their skin and they emerge bigger than they were before. This will happen a few times before they reach their full adult size, which is around about 4 inches or so for these Indian stick insects. That's pretty big. And they need space to hang during this process. This is why we said that your tank or cage needs to be roughly 3 times the size of an adult Indian stick insect. So, did you know that insects, these stick insects, are mostly all female? That's right, they don't need a male to lay eggs. If you see stick insect eggs in your habitat, congratulations! You could decide to hatch some baby stick insects. If you want to hatch baby stick insects, you will need to carefully remove the eggs and move them into a separate baby stick insect cage lined with some kitchen roll that we have just here, just regular kitchen roll. And then you need to remember to just mist the baby cage with a light dusting of water about once a week. You don't want to overspray in case the paper towel and the eggs get mouldy. Then, after a few weeks, sometimes a few months, you will get baby stick insects. So, now we've run through how to take care of Indian stick insects, I'm going to give you my 5 top reasons why stick insects make the best pets. Stick insects have a low equipment cost. Beyond getting a tank, a thermometer and hygrometer, and some kitchen roll and some leaves, there really isn't much more to it, so it's a really low startup cost. Stick insects themselves are also very, very cheap. You can get them from lots of pet stores and online. Indian stick insects have really simple care requirements, meaning that they are very easy to maintain and won't take up a lot of time, but will give you lots of entertainment and fun in the process. Their food is free. You will find in gardens and fields everywhere the types of food that these stick insects love. Bramble, privet and ivy are available everywhere. Stick insects, particularly these stick insects, are very, very gentle. They will just walk across your hand without a care in the world. They're very gentle creatures, very fun and very entertaining to watch, especially when you see them doing their best twig impression on top of a leaf, wobbling around. It's very entertaining. Plus, if your first batch of stick insect isn't quite enough and you would like more, they are very, very easy to breed and to hatch from eggs. Plus, because you don't need male stick insects, females will always lay eggs with females inside. They are very, very easy to reproduce should you wish to do so. So, there we have it. Indian stick insects, a wonderful, curious, fascinating species to watch and to have as a pet. I hope that you got something from this video and now know how to look after stick insects yourselves. Do have fun if you get your stick insects, and do remember to take very, very good care of them. They are living creatures and they need looking after just as much as any other pet. Take care everyone, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye bye for now.